determine what you are worthy of. If you feel as though you're worthy of being a millionaire or having a millionaire or being around millionaires, guess what? That's what you're going to be around. If you feel like you're worthy of getting a couple dollars here and there just skating by, guess what? That's what you're going to get. Nobody can determine that but you. That's the thing with people today. They're only controlled by their senses. They think, hey, if this person didn't say, or if this person doesn't approve, or if this situation doesn't say, then I guess I'm not that. You got to determine when you're that. You get to determine that. You get to determine if you're going to be a rich man or a poor man. You get to determine whether you look nice or you don't. It's all about how you feel inside. How you feel about you is how they feel about you. How you feel about your work is how they feel about your work. And it's really that simple. But you can't sit up here for the rest of your life waiting to see what other people think or what other people say to determine your worthiness, because then you're going to feel stuck. You're going to feel like, bro, you're going to feel so lost because you don't know what you want to be. You don't know who you are. You're waiting for somebody else to tell you who you are. These are the same people that every time they got an issue, it's somebody else's fault. And a wise man once said, if you think the world is the problem, you're going to have to send the world to the psychiatrist for you to get better. So at the end of the day, you got to determine who you are and what your life is going to be. You can't wait for nobody else to decide that for you. You can't wait till nobody else tell you a king before you understand that you a king. You got to know that already. You can't wait for nobody to tell you rich or for your net worth on Google to say you rich before you know for a fact that you rich. Because you have to state it first. You got to fake like you sleep to go to sleep. You tell yourself you're rich enough times, you're going to start to believe it. You're going to start to do things rich people do. You're going to start to study rich people. I'm telling you what I know. If you feel like you broke, what you going to do? Same thing broke people do. I mean, it's that simple. But some people haven't reached that level of consciousness yet. So when you tell them something like that, it sounds like a bunch of gibberish. It sounds like a bunch of hocus pocus. So you got to define who you are. When you define who you are, you act accordingly. The work instills the worth. The work you put in. If I'm in the gym 24/7, if I'm reading, if I'm studying my craft, if I'm doing the best I can possibly do every single day, why would I shoot or grab a low-hanging fruit just because it's there? That's for somebody who doesn't know their worth and doesn't believe in themselves. But people would rather you do that than aim for the stars. Because when they aim for the stars, they miss. People don't like people that actually shoot for what they want because they tried to shoot for what they wanted. They aimed for the stars and they missed. And in reality, they didn't even miss. They just gave up. They failed. They didn't want to go any longer. But if you're the type person that's going to keep pushing no matter what, they don't like that. So for you to call out the life you want, call out the person you want in your life, call out the kind of money you want in your pocket, they don't like that. Because they like, who the hell are you to even say something like that? I'm a person that believes more than you do. I'm a person that ain't going to give up. I'm not a little punk like you that's going to give up when they get a little tough. I'm not like you. So sorry if what I say and what I feel about myself and my worth offends you. But I know what kind of work I put in and I know who I am. And I'm stating what my life going to be right now. Something that you scared to do because you know what you are. You know you ain't worthy of the life you actually want. So you're going to take what you get. And you're going to sell that story for the rest of your life and hope somebody listen to it. It's that simple. You define your worth. Nobody else does. The marketplace does not. Nothing in this world defines your worthiness except you.